Good evening, and welcome to Spring League 2024 Losers Round 1 match between Darknesm1st and VGmaster. I am one of your commentators, Crazy Comics, and I'm joined by...
Hello, I am Quat Maniac. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah, so this is going to be a good match. Whoever loses this match is out of the league for the spring.
That's still insane to me.
Yeah, these are both two top-notch runners. It's going to be an excellent showing from both of them. Doing a quick glance over the trackers. No blue worlds, so
right.
Everything is on the table. Starting movement could be better, but we got some aerial dodges. Yeah, so no real like solid horizontal movement. Like aerial dodge can get you a little bit of horizontal movement, but a little worse for wear in the movement department.
They're gonna want to find a little bit of movement at some point.
Absolutely. Also, Ragnar, thank you so much for the raid, coming in right at the beginning of this match. Looking at our starting stuff, we got Tornado Fusion. Might use that in a pinch. We got an ability chest.
Nice little blizzard boost, but you gotta find the blizzards.
Yeah, absolutely.
On into Pride Lands, both runners, as most do, starting out into Pride Lands.
Mm-hmm. Getting another dodge roll. So more horizontal movement in name.
in name alone.
Yeah. Yeah, good old Donald with the Uzi over here using the blizzard. Just making quick work of these living bones. Absolutely. VG not going to have much of a problem here. Neither is Dark.
You may have spoke too soon. Don't commentator curse him.
Okay. Oh, and Donald with
Dark
the Uzi.
recovers. Very nice recovery.
Yep. Alrighty. Cool. Commentators cursed very early on. A nice blizzard.
And a blizzard to go with that blizzard boost. All right.
Heck yeah. Game set it up and knocked it down. Awesome. But yeah. So quick rundown of what we're going to be seeing tonight. This is not chain logic. Oh my gosh. Path hints. So whatever we find is going to be, we're going to get some progression points, and it'll give us hints like this world is on the path to whatever proof. So connection, non-existence, peace. And whatever items we find in that world, wherever they are usually found in base Kingdom Hearts 2, that is the worlds that they are pointing to, right? And so we're going to use those to kind of deduce where our proofs are going to be, and they're going to be on second visit bosses with the exception of DC and STT and The World Never Was.
Yeah. It's very complicated to try to explain and understand as you're hearing. It's actually a lot easier in practice. So as we go along, we'll talk more about it. And they find a third dodge roll here on VG's side. And an experience boost. That's nice. One thing to point out, they did both get it on level 7 was a cure. And there's a glide. Okay, so their movement's fine now. They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Good old level 1 glide. As soon as you get close to the ground, you're going to be stuck on it. So. Got a fire, so... And it looks like Pride Lands is not going to be done here at Simba.
Yep. That is what it looks like. So, still, world's still alive, but we got two nice magics. One only hinting towards Hall of Bastion, and then fire...
fire hinting a couple places.
Yeah.
Hinting right back at itself from Pride Lands, Hollow Bastion, and Agrabah, but again, we have no idea if that even is a world that is pointing to something right now.
Yeah. So already some deviation between our two runners. VG going the clockwise route with LOD, getting a cure for his trouble. Dark going the counterclockwise to DC. We're finding a nice yellow chest. The Proud Fang. So there's our second visit to Pride Lands if we need to.
And Ori Slash. Wonderful to see early if you're Dark.
Yeah. Some nice pickups there. VG took a nice quick dip into Port Royal. Didn't really find any important checks there in the first 3. Not sure if there were any other like good abilities or stat ups or anything like that. But Dark taking his chance to push the mouse. Going to be getting some progression points from this and a few other checks.
I'm a big fan of pushing the mouse early.
Heck yeah.
You can do it. It's easy progression points, and Pete and Timeless River is again another easy fight for progression points. So.
Right. Yeah. Usually I like to wait until like I'm a little bit in, and like I'll do my shotguns and then I will go to worlds where I can get some easy progression points. So here would be one of them, and then Threshold or in other places and stuff like that. But
it's always interesting
nice
to see where these runners want to find their progression points, how quickly they want to find it, especially like if you find drives early, every drive level above 5 gives you a progression point. So a lot of runners prioritize just pushing drives. Others prioritize pushing through one world and getting everything they can out of one world.
Absolutely. Yeah, VG not finding any important checks in the first 6 checks of SP. But continuing to make the shotgun rounds, going to OC next.
Kind of a standard push right here from VG, just going around. You have the movement to make this not horrible. Glide 1 doesn't feel great going down here, but it's better than having to dodge roll or try to quick run down.
Right. All right. Nothing on the throne, but getting a few progression points from it. We'll see what VG finds here in the shotgun. Getting bonked by a boulder. I was about to say barrel. We're not quite there yet.
Not quite. That's later.
Yeah. But all right. No important checks here in... Yeah.
And Dark not finding anything in Timeless River yet, at least.
Yeah, we got 3 more checks here behind Old Pete. Old Pete immediately DMing, if you want to call this a DM. But VG stepping into Halloween Town. Be getting some extra stats. So one thing with using Blizzard on Old Pete, the wind-up for the finisher is always going to be too long of time for him to go back into his DM. So just a little fun thing. So you might just want to keep going on the on the regular hits.
Dark not finding it in the rest of Timeless River, so
wow.
DC still very much alive as far as proof, and there's only a couple checks left.
Yeah, but you know what isn't alive? Halloween Town just had the picture.
Good call.
So yeah, Halloween
picture
Town
and
dead
a money
early.
pouch there right behind it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So if we got a hint here,
we know Twilight Town.
It would be Twilight Town. So
we know.
Nice. Yeah. So VG gonna take this extra experience here from this first fight here, which is very nice to have early on, because usually with these settings you get pretty generous stats for the most part. I've had very few seeds where I haven't had at least tolerable
It's rare,
stats.
but it does happen when you kind of have a jet seed. It can happen, but these runners do have experience boosts, and also VG kind of also setting up for something we saw last night, if you were here, for possibly a final form forcing.
Right.
This is one of those places that a lot of runners like to force final at, if at all possible. Now, VG doesn't have a form to force it right now, but maybe down the road.
Yep. All right.
Going straight into the world that never was.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark following in VG's footsteps, going to SP. Probably going to be going into Port Royal next. Check the first 3.
I was about to say, is VG going to quick run Roxas, and realized, oh, wait, doesn't have a quick run.
Yep.
It doesn't matter, because the world that never was only has a cure.
Yeah, right in those first 4 checks. Very nicely done. Now, cure only hints 2 worlds for us. It hints, give me 1 second, hints BC and Hollow Bastion. So,
to note for everyone out there, 3 things cannot have proofs: levels, form levels, and 100-acre woods. Those are the only 3 places in any given seed that can never have the proof.
Right. But a place that can have the proof is Agrabah, which is already starting to pay out really early here.
Hitting us a torn page and a reflect and
a valor form.
Woo!
And that's just the first room.
That's just the first. You always love to see that reflect early if you're a runner. It's one of the most important magics you can find, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
They do have on VG side. He does have what we like to call proof of cure. So all of the cures.
Already got Curago right at the beginning of the season.
Ready to go.
Love to see it. Yep. All right, taking a second to menu, making sure got everything in its right place and everything like that. We're seeing on dark side.
Just kind of pushing.
Dark side.
At the moon. Just pushing through Halloween Town, doing the same thing that VG did. It's kind of why we got him VG up a little bit bigger right now, because we've seen it.
Yeah, we got some new content on this side. Yeah, we got. Is that another form? Oh my god!
That is final form. Forget force and final.
Oh my gosh!
All right.
All right. We'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll take it. And we've seen it multiple times in this bracket. Forms can have some very important things, and Agrabah finishes with a Battlefields of War.
Wow, that is a nice and loaded Agrabah without having have to go on further. So
yes, that's where you want Agrabah to stop, unless you got to go all the way almost.
Right, and you get some progression points from doing the Boo mini game. So yeah, very nice Agrabah, the seed. We do get our first hint over on Dark Side. Simulating Twilight Town is on the path to non-existence. So there's going to be something in there that's going to hint towards proof of non-existence.
BG heading into 100-acre woods is probably going to get the first 6 checks here and not do the Piglet mini. Actually, might do the Piglet mini game. It is worth 1 point, and it would get VG that first hint.
Right.
So,
unless the world is blue. Unless you blew the world.
Yeah, I mean, I still would consider doing the Piglet mini game.
I'd argue there's faster ways, but
there are faster.
I get that.
But,
unless you examine the the mailbox.
Yeah, if you examine the mailbox, it takes forever. Waiting on the mailman, they got to take their mandated union breaks.
Yeah, there you go. But all right, VG is taking the mini game, going to get that extra progression point, going to get that first hint.
Was pointed out, VG did get a second glide in that.
Oh, heck yeah.
So going to be moving a little faster here than Dark.
Yeah. Dark heading into Twilight Town, getting the first quick run of the seed. Very nice. Yeah, so Dark has not gone into Agrabah quite yet, hasn't gotten the final form or the Valor. So... Not sure if we're going to see a station fight. We may not.
May or may. I'm up in the air on this. I do like to have the quick death abuse there in that station fight, but at the same point, it's a great final level spot.
All right. VG going to be heading into Disney Castle here. We'll see how far he takes it. But yeah, we're going to focus in on Dark here for a second. We're going to see what new things we can find here in Twilight Town. We get ourselves a Thunder. Fun thing about that chest, the blue chest, if your high jump and aerial dodge numbers add up to 4, you can get up to that chest. So if you have 1 high jump and 3 aerial dodges, you can get the chest. If you got 2 and 2, you can get the chest. Fun little thing for you. Dark going to be taking the station fight.
I'm going to be taking the death abuse here.
Yeah. We've also got VG pushing the mouse on the other side. So nice and fun. But nice quick death abuse here for Dark. And we'll see if we got anything important. Do you think he's going to climb tower?
I think Dark will get those first couple checks and leave.
Okay.
Honestly, get the bottom of the tower and just dip out on that safe spot right there.
Yeah. We ain't missing out on that
Try
Peter Pan.
and save that for a little faster. Yeah, gets a Peter Pan. TT not dead still, so possible, but.
Alright, gonna make quick work of these shadows. Shadow's biggest jerk in this game. Alright, what do we got in here? Got another ability, got a flash step, so nice gap closer, and we're gonna peace out
Let's
for
take
now.
that safe spot now. Yep. And Dark gonna head over to we'll find that cure and most likely as well dip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so VG is through pushing the mouse. Gonna be getting gonna be beating Pete here, and won't find anything unless he pushes windows. So we'll see.
Well, possible. Does have several forms here. Might push through the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, looking at his tools, might just go ahead and push all the way through DC. Finish this world off. Know if Marley is on the table.
Right. Yeah, so we got Dark going into Beast Castle. We're going to be seeing this for the first time. Taking another quick death abuse from it, from the opening fight. So now we got a bunch of checks right here in front of us. Got ourselves a magic chest. What do we got? Oh no, that was a equipment chest. Is this a magic chest?
I don't know the colors. I know the colors for like
the blue
non things.
Purple looked really blue from a distance.
It really did. We find another reflect here.
Another blizzard, another reflect. So some nice good stuff. But yeah. All right, gonna be going through checking stuff real quick. Got another high jump. So now you want your high jump to stay at 3 because 4 is just way too large for anything.
4 just sends you into the moon.
Yep. To the moon. All right.
We find the torn page, and that's it for Beast Castle.
Wow, a lot of nice, quick dead worlds. Love to see it.
You love to see it at the same point. You kind of don't.
I don't know. I like killing off worlds, especially when it's early. Like, I'd hate for like worlds to linger on just a wee bit too long, like into their second visits and stuff like that.
Second visits is too long, but I'd like them to keep going a little bit longer, so like I could get the progression points out of the world before it dies.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I totally get that. But yeah, so we got Dark going to be heading into Agrabah here. Going to be getting 5.
Just cracked Agrabah here.
Yeah.
DG heading up to Station 5, and we're going to be able to see what's on final level 2 and 3. Possibly
and
4.
Yeah. Usually you can get up to 4.5, relatively.
Depending on what you have, how you do this fight. Yes.
Depending on how quickly you kill these new
yes.
So, that is pretty cash money. As my boy Jared would say.
All right, level 3, 2 and 3, nothing on final. Still waiting.
Still going.
2 and 3 real quick. 4 takes a hot minute.
Yeah. So we're gonna be seeing him jumping and doing like the first air hit, just because that does a crap ton of hits.
That is all the damage in the world. And so up through final 4, not having anything yet.
Yep. Yeah, we still got Valor levels, which might see VG go into
I would expect
DC.
VG to go up the tower and level up Valor form there.
I disagree, just because it's slow.
It can be, but
honestly, I would.
I can understand that.
I can't speak for VG, but me personally, I like to have some manner of crowd control. So like magnets, Chicken Little, something like that for on the climb. Honestly, probably going to see VG go to Beast Castle. Oh, hey, or yeah. I will take the L.
Well, we'll see if he even uses the Valor form. I would assume so, but maybe not.
No, we're just going to go into final just for nice, quick. Yeah. Here I am, just saying all these nice things about like.
Well,
all
it makes
nice
sense
information.
For VG
and boom.
VG is one away from his next set of hints, so getting up the tower gives you that last hint or that.
That
last
is
point.
true. I keep forgetting about the prog hints.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's easy to forget about them sometimes. You're just pushing content, looking for certain things, and you forget to just look, where am I? Do I just need to push a little bit further? Meantime, Dark gonna level up his final form over in Hollow Bastion. Yeah. Nice quick way to level it up here.
Yeah, this is our first real look into Hollow Bastion. We're getting more torn pages, so we've got...
Are we gonna have a Yeet the Bear, folks?
There's a lot of 100-acre wood that we haven't seen. So,
you know,
too early
I'm just trying to make the people happy here. With everyone loves to see poo thrown across the world. Like, come on.
I mean, that is fair.
All right. And we find Beast Castle has a path to all lights. Okay. So combining what we know here.
Yep. So
all of them has to have a reflect. They either have to have a reflect, torn page, valor, or it is OC.
Yep.
For Battlefields of War.
So let's see what we got here. So that kills off STT, TT.
It does not kill off TT and STT. It does not. Because Valor form is in both. Why doesn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong place.
Yeah.
I looked at Agrabah, not BC. I just went straight over. They have different trackers. That's what I did. My fault, folks.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, they do have different tracker layouts, so that is fair. But that pretty much narrows it down to 5 worlds.
That does. Blizzard,
Reflect, big hint.
And Torn Page. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Big old hint. Yeah. And with Torn Pages kind of being like the all-encompassing one that like 4 out of the 5 worlds have to do with Torn Pages. Like that could be useful depending on any hint that we can get for.
And if I'm VG here, after you get find out what's in BC, I'm pushing DC. Just go ahead and finish it.
Gotcha.
You might as well figure out what's there.
Good deal. But we did get a Wisdom form on Valor 2. So got some nice forms on forms.
We love it.
Yeah, and we got Dark also finishing out the first Poo mini game. So
gonna go right back in and get some more. Can go almost to Spooky Cave, not quite. Needs one more Torn Page for that.
Right.
Oh, and finds a finishing plus.
Just gonna peace out because he also now has the hint for Beast Castle. So
yeah,
we'll see what kind of strides we're gonna start making towards these.
And gonna go straight into SP. A good move. He hasn't been in here. Oh yeah, yes. I take it back.
He has been in here, so I think we're gonna see some leveling.
They did get that XP boost early. That is a very good call.
Yeah, I got EXP boost. Hasn't done Valor leveling, so we might see some Valor levels on this.
This is also a possible world for a proof, so you're still pushing content that you might have to do.
That is true. But yeah, he's going to get the Wisdom on Valor, so that means Valor can get up to 5. And then, yeah, just
kind of
a lot of good things.
Derpy, thank you so much for the raid.
Good to see you, Derpy. Still early on in this race between Dark and VGmaster.
See what VG ends up doing here. I think VG's kind of like circling around one and does go back into DC. So gonna go ahead and push through the windows here.
All right, we got some good experience coming out of Dark side, but also.
Oh, takes a death.
Yeah.
That is a very costly death. Not that it's going to cost them the race or anything. We saw last night that, you can come back from deaths, especially if you route right, but it is a time expensive death and level expensive death as well.
Yeah, because that is the risk reward of doing this here. Not a ton to fall back on when things get a little dicey. But as your stats go up, you kill them a lot more easier. Getting a stitch on Wisdom 4 over on BG's side.
That's big.
Yeah.
BG might be leveling as well.
Mm-hmm.
Does have a thunder boost. Has several things you'd want for that level grind. Kind of in a lull right here. Not much we can really, talk about so much. Both these runners moving along. Oh, and Dark takes another death. No, Dark. Come on, we believe in you.
Absolutely. We got VG still going through the windows. And looking at his forms, got them all up to 4. They can go up to 5. Well, now Wisdom on 5.
And that's that's all VG's trying to do. Get everything to 5, get it all ready to go, and make sure you don't have anything on those form levels that you absolutely need to get right now.
Right. Yeah. So we got another hint on VG's side. Saying that Space Paranoids has no path to the light. We haven't really found anything quite yet in Space Paranoids. Maybe more likely to see it first on Dark side. Here before VG, since Dark's already here.
Oh, Dark, no! Oh, this is starting to become a little bit time costly for Dark here. Trying to get one too many levels and just it's not working out for him.
Right. Honestly, Dark doing this, like, stats are extremely important early on.
Absolutely.
So
and that is the thing we haven't talked about really, is that this can come back to pay off huge for Dark. While VG is pushing content, Dark could have to push that same content and get through it in a third of the time.
Right.
If he gets these stats.
Well, right now, like with VG pushing DC and everything like that, like, yes, it's one of the places where the proof can be and everything like that, but it's not guaranteed to be here.
No.
Like, it's looking more and more likely as he goes through. So this could pay off with the proof or...
And also to note, while we do know that the proofs are down to 5 worlds, there could still be chain logic where you have to find one world unlocked to get the next world unlocked, and there's... So this is nowhere near out... Dark is nowhere near out of this.
Okay, well...
Pete is down.
Here's a few things. So, the World Never Was has no path to the light, so that means that Hollow Bastion's dead. Hollow Bastion is dead.
Is dead, and there is a proof.
All right, and there's proof of connection. Okay, so
we are down to 3
our
worlds
last 2. Yep.
For the last 2, which all of them need world unlocks. We do have Pride Lands 2 world unlock, which VG is heading straight into right now. Which I think this is a good call. Again, you have the world unlock. This isn't blue yet. Push it until it is.
Right. So VG going into that. Dark is still going for levels. Taking a few more deaths in here.
To note, now, 2 proofs can be in Pride Lands. So it is possible that both the proofs are just here.
That's true. It's like a 3.5% chance from what
it's a very low chance, but it is possible. And if that is the case, this would be the most jet seed I think I've seen in League so far.
Both double proof worlds are still alive. I think the other one is LOD, probably?
I believe that's correct. Yep. SP and PL.
Oh, SP and PL. Don't you get 2 bonuses on?
No, it's just 1 in
Storm Rider? No. Okay. Okay.
Oh, good point out from Taser there. It cannot be in the same world. We know that STT is on the path of only non-existence, and so they cannot be in the same world.
Oh, well then is it SP? Then non-existence has to be SP and
not necessarily. Not necessarily. It could be something that's pointing to multiple worlds, but there cannot be both of the proofs in the same world. Okay.
Am I trying to big brain this?
I think you're overthinking it a little bit.
I think I am overthinking this.
And that is very easy to do with these hint logic seeds.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we find out that Agrabah is on the path of all worlds or all proofs, which
we do have crossover with the reflects and the
torn page. So, and the reflect we know is DC. Torn page leads to almost all the other worlds. Or it could be the torn page leading to DC and the reflect leading to another world. So,
right.
Still a few possibilities to kind of piece out this puzzle.
Right. We got Dark Pass leveling. So now taking on Hostile Program. Summoning Peter Pan just to be safe. And yeah, with Peter Pan doing some extra chip damage, going to be very handy.
People underestimate the value of Peter Pan sometimes. While he's not the most commonly used friend, he is a wonderful friend to have out there sometimes.
Yeah. Honestly, most of the summons kind of get overlooked, especially in regular play. Like whenever you do rando, obviously Stitch and Chicken Little are your best friends.
Chicken get some love, and in the I believe in the regular KH2 run, Genie gets a lot more love than he does in the rando.
You can there's a lot of things you can do with Genie. You can Genie juggle. Yeah. You can do Master and Final form in different capacities. Usually in core and stuff like that.
Never learned yet.
Yeah.
Always awesome
Dark,
to see.
Dark continuing through SP. Doesn't know yet that SP is going to kill off some worlds, and doesn't know it's going to kill off worlds, but does know that there is a possibility it could have the proof. So
continuing on, and I like that move. Again, continue on as long as you can. VG heading in right behind him, gonna go do probably some of his own XP boosting here.
Yeah, because he has worked up to Ground Shaker, so VG going to go ahead and do gonna go ahead and get some levels before going and killing Ground Shaker.
I applaud that. Both of them have Hori Slash, so or not. I was trying to think of Berserk Charge, and they don't actually have Berserk Charge. I was thinking Berserk Hori, and they only have Hori.
Yeah.
Unless Berserk is on a Keyblade that we have not seen yet.
I am not sure. So, well, these are final form stats, but got some really nice magic. We have like no strain.
Oh yeah, no, this is a full magic build. You have to go all the magic you can here. So after all the leveling, Dark does actually end up about 2 levels ahead of VG right now. So
he's gonna be throwing on all these boosts.
He throws on a bunch of boosts, gets another, you know, almost 7 magic above.
Yeah. Also got second chance through
We had
here and Beast
Claw as
Claw
well in here.
Yeah, so we already know that Beast Castle's killed off for us.
They both know that as well. It is blue for both of them. So
yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
That makes sense.
It's late.
It really is. Do appreciate everyone being here for this. For some of you, maybe early morning. For us commentators, it's for you. It's pushing on midnight. For me, it's pushing on 11. You know, we're getting there.
It be what it be.
It be. You know, Rando goes at all times. Dark making good work here. Gets through it nicely. We'll see if
Hey, there's your Berserk Charge.
Oh, there you go. Nice. All right. So VG will get that pretty soon. We'll see if there's anything here. Oh, nothing on CCC. So MCP or Larkseen have something.
Yeah, and it could be the proof, considering
it could very much
still
be the
alive
proof right here.
Yeah, the Dark playing this really well right now. VG finishing up SP1 just as Dark is finishing up SP2.
Just getting into MCP as VG finishes. They're just getting into the actual MCP fight. It's so weird. This has 2 phases and you have to like go back. It's so crazy to me. VG just going to turn around and follow right behind Dark here. So we'll see how... Oh, come on, Dark.
Well,
didn't have any
he's
magic.
not following directly behind.
Oh, he looked like he was turning around and he decided to leave. I think VG's a little confused where he wants to go right now.
So.
Oh, we're going to see the STT push from VG. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, gonna find out what that non-existence is pointing to. If you're VG, you're hoping for like a 1 item and blue world.
So, Dark not quite having the stats to really do a quick kill here on MCP, but is going to get some Valor levels here. Here off of
Flex.
Off of MCP. Push him into the damage gate to where Sark will be doing the going somewhere, and you can quickly kill him.
Not if those lasers
there it is.
Okay, there it is. Sometimes those lasers like to just block you from that wall, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
All right, gonna... Oh! Nice save by Dark. That would have caught like 90% of players.
Yeah, that was scary. Go ahead and cure
Res
Tron.
But that's okay. You'll take a res in finishing the MCP fight. So we're going to find out if SP is actually a proof.
Ooh!
It is proof of peace.
Very
spicy. Nice. Okay.
Okay. So we got 1-to-1 proofs going on right now. So with there being just non-existence in STT.
So VG will be pushing. We'll know where non-existence is here in a moment. As soon as VG finishes this world.
So let me start thinking here. Okay. Because here's me trying to big brain again.
Mm-hmm.
I know, dangerous.
Big brain. At this late of hour, it's dangerous, but let's hear it.
It's dangerous. Also, we got that drives were hinted towards connection, which
DC.
DC.
No, there's
wisdom.
a reflect, wisdom. Yeah, wisdom points it straight there.
Yeah. But here's what I'm thinking. I'm seeing that there's only a path to non-existence in STT.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And looking at our chart and everything like that, Thunder, Fire, and Torn Page are all towards Pride Lands. Never mind. I just ruined myself.
Did the big brain backfire in the middle of it?
Oh yeah. It all fell apart.
Hard. Just oh gosh, no. Yeah.
Actually, no. Actually, no. Thunder is. Nope. Never mind. It's gone. It's gone. It's done.
Gone. It's just gone. And again, if you see a Thunder, Torn Page, if you see a Fire here, you know it is Pride Lands, and you just go right back to Pride Lands and push it.
Ooh, actually.
If you see like Sword of the Ancestor, you know it's LOD. There are two things that could be like nothing, but we'll see.
Honestly, Thunder can be the only thing in STT, but so can Sword of the Ancestor. Because that's my big thing, is that's the only outlier between them.
Yeah, it cannot. Well,
yeah.
No, it could still be a Thunder or a Torn Page, or it could be any of those. Mm-hmm. We don't have enough hints. We now find out that Port Royal is on the path of connection and non-existence, so possible world unlock there that we might need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's either Thunder or Sword of the Ancestor there. Port Royal's on the path to connection and non-existence. We have not found anything there.
I don't think either runner's gone past the first 3 checks.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I'm trying to big brain this late at night. That's not a good idea. But yeah, VG taking his first dip into Hollow Bastion. Not quite getting final form up to 5.
And a good point out by Codename, there has to be a Torn Page in Port Royal. It's the only thing that points towards everything the way it is right now.
Okay.
Not that it can't have other things, but it would have a Torn Page.
All right. I don't know why he would leave as early as he did. I think maybe he was just looking for like an early.
He might have also been trying to get an early thing, or just trying to get those quick progression points, like 2 progression points real quick to get that next hint. See if he could figure out where to go.
Could be. But Dark actually going to go fight Ground Shaker here.
Ground Shaker here. All right.
I kept wanting to say Storm Rider. Like, it's not.
Well,
Storm
we might
Rider.
have to see Storm Rider. It's possible.
We might. But VG getting the identity disc from Hollow Bastion, going to go into SP2, and if he pushes far enough, get Proof of Peace.
Oh, I would assume VG knows and is just going to go straight all the way to MCP.
Mm-hmm.
Berserk Charge here doesn't have a high strength stat, so might not actually get the 1 cycle on Ground Shaker.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to jump up and actually, yeah, it does get kicked off, and so we're going to have to do another cycle here.
Mm-hmm.
For those who have not seen, if you do have Berserk Charge and a high enough strength stat, which 27 is nowhere near high enough, When you drop Ground Shaker down, you can just spin all the way into that eye until Ground Shaker is down to 1 health, and then you jump up and kill at the top.
Yeah.
It's the preferred method, but
right. Yeah, Simba gonna be your heal bot during that part of the fight.
You hope. Simba's down on dark side.
Well, he did heal him there.
He did, and we'll heal him again here to get Berserk back.
Maybe we all need sleep. Yeah, I think that's true. You know what? The runners, for the sake of the audience, should schedule it like right in the early evening. You know, like let's just make that a rule, and we don't have to worry about it.
Are we talking U.S. or are we talking EU time?
I don't know.
All right, gonna use High Fang here. Gonna go all the way up, bounce up into the limit here, and get the kill there. And there's the proof.
Ooh, okay.
So we now know where all 3 proofs are, and that actually puts Dark, I would say, in the lead.
I wouldn't say lead. It depends on where he goes here next.
Dark hasn't figured out that it is DC. That's true. We know that Dark does not.
Yeah, because VG is right at Ground Shaker, right? So VG just has to finish SP2, go back and fight Ground Shaker, and he's in final fights.
He's done. He's in final fight. Dark
could have a sub-hour seed.
DC. Yeah, Dark was in DC. Was at Windows in DC, so Dark was close. Like, if Dark had gone straight into DC, it definitely would have been, I think, a lead for Dark. Because VG has to do this whole Solar Rider tram experience thing, and it's not a quick thing. And VG also not going to be in high enough strength to 1 cycle MCP.
Yeah.
So
looking at it and seeing what
I don't
he sees.
I'm thinking. I don't understand why Dark is doing this with the BC hint. That's what's confusing me. There is no torn page in OC.
Well,
okay, and Dark is gone. I think Dark has realized the mistake. Yeah,
and going
straight
to DC.
Over to DC.
Okay. All right.
We have
now
a race.
It's a race. Now it's a race.
Now Dark does have to go through all these windows, which does take a second. VG has to do MCP and Ground Shaker. That's it. Not necessarily fast fights in their own right, but I think it could be tight. To note, VG does have about 2 minute and a half loadless time difference. That is the time we go by, which for both runners is on that top time. So that could play a part here. We'll see.
Yeah. Not finding any magnets this seed.
No. And not finding Chicken Little, so it's going to be interesting. Ooh, it's hit there. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's got Berserk.
Yeah, he's got Berserk. He's got to Ether it. And... oh, dude, those Thunders are doing nothing. There you go. Finally busted open. Goes into Berserk here.
Saying this is a 115.
Getting that strength and not going to be able to do it. So going to come down with the lasers.
All right.
And there's the wall.
All right. Yeah, right as Dark is finishing up with the windows. So yeah, these fights gonna finish up around the same time. Well, with the Ground Shaker fight.
Oh my gosh, MCP. Please stop spinning those. All right. This should kill for VG. Ooh, not quite.
No.
Not quite. Gonna have to do a third. This is not working out in the favor of VG here.
Yeah. Yeah, VG just not having the stats.
So
really
Dark is going to get into final fights first. I think the Berserk is what is hurting VG. He didn't realize he had it on there and just, or maybe he did and didn't get into Berserk on that second one and meant to. But this will kill, and there's the proof of peace. So VG going to head straight over to Ground Shaker while Dark is finishing up Pete here.
Right. Yeah.
We have a race on our hands, folks.
We really do. This is going to be a nice close one.
VG does have final form a little higher, so that could come into play in that core fight a little bit. Like, we'll see. But reaction straight into killing Pete there, and that's going to be the last proof for Dark. So we'll see how VG does here. Does have actually higher strength than Dark did, up to 32. So I don't know what somebody in chat may know the actual number here to do this in one cycle. But this could be a big time save if VG can get this in one cycle.
Not gonna get it. Well, actually, that's good. That's good enough.
I think that I think that could do it.
Yeah. And Dark, going into final fights, I don't think he stopped for any of the bulky vendors. So I think just going in with the stats that he's got.
VG trying to bait some stuff out here. Has to get Simba up. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is scary.
Yeah, just not quite landing that finishing hit.
Ooh. There it is.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
So again, to note, there is about a minute and 10-second difference in their loadless time. Not quite a minute and 10 seconds. Yeah, that was a lot of time lost there for VG.
This is going to be a race to the finish.
Oh, and VG taking time to get some level here. Trying to get above the floor.
Yep.
This might come back to haunt VG a little bit. Doesn't know that right now. Like, you're under an hour. Like, you can't know that.
Right. Yeah. Well, and honestly, one of the biggest, like, silent killers here when it comes to final fights is the core fight. So, this could be interesting.
Being told that going in, if he hadn't stopped here, they would have been almost exactly on loadless same time. We'll see if that pays off. Those levels pay off for VG, but
Dark gonna go into final form, make this a little bit easier for him.
Yeah, and we love seeing the final here. Just you glide into that wall and it just melts. Okay, so thank you, Geek, very much, and thank you everyone on the back end. Geek telling us at 4908 core entry for Dark. So that's the time we're looking at VG to kind of gauge how far behind VG is right now.
Okay. All right, we're through those core fights for Dark.
Ooh, and this being a little slow for Dark over here too. Gotta be. Oh
wow!
I was like, gotta be careful not to get sniped there.
Woo! That was close.
There's always one that wants to snipe you at the very end. Actually,
there was two, and
oh, doesn't it? Okay, got the reflect just barely there.
Mhm. Very nicely done from Dark.
Okay, so 50-16 out and 49-08 going in. VG gonna be about not quite a minute behind, about 50 seconds behind here.
All right. Through Armored Zemnis 2 first phase. We're on Dark side. VG going into core fight.
Nipping at the heels here. Gonna jump in. Gonna fire this actually, which is interesting. Okay.
I mean, you do have a really strong.
You do have a
magic stat,
really
so-
cracked stat on that, but
So, gonna get a little extra EXP boost here right at the end.
oh, didn't get the hit there. I thought he was going to. Went for the reflect and it just
Gonna
decided
go ahead
to
and
be
do
me.
fail safe just to be safe. Alrighty.
Right. And
VG is through.
Whew.
This is close.
This is close. This is literally coming down to execution in these last fights, folks.
Mhm.
And for those of you who like to play the game, how many domes? It's one. It is one.
It is one doom. All right. Armored Zemnis 2 taken down for Dark. And Armored
Into
Zemnis 2 being
finals,
entered
Zemnis.
in for VG.
VG into Armored Zemnis 2 right now.
Alrighty. Let's see what we got.
Oh, Dark
right,
takes
Dark.
a death.
Dark takes a death. Okay, still got time.
Still has time, but that cuts the time by a good amount.
Mhm.
Yeah, you have to be perfect in this finals Zemnis. You don't have a lot of health. You have no once more. You have second
Mhm.
chance, but that's it.
All right. Second chance putting in the Lord's
Reflex.
work right now.
Ooh,
Okay.
Riku coming in big.
Yep. Getting
Riku,
that
we need
session
you to
ready.
heal us. We need you to heal us. Okay,
Well,
getting close
not
here.
unless.
Gets to the session.
All right, and we're there. So
Could
now
be
he just
good.
needs to put in the hits.
Just needs to put the hits in. Yep.
And that is GG's for
That is
Dark.
GG for Dark. 53:35 is the time we're looking
Alrighty.
for. And we're going into
GG has a
final
minute.
Zemnis with a minute. 1 minute here.
Alrighty.
It is enough time.
All right. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, GG's to Dark. Let's see what.
Good catch.
All right. Just do some reflex here.
Reflect. Gets him down to about 2 bars. Bar and a half. Needs to session real soon. Here. Oh, misses it.
Ooh.
Has to ether out of this. Oh no.
And hit the wrong
It's
target.
over. And it's over. The session didn't hit on the first
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Oh, the
Oh my
mistimed
gosh.
session, and that ends it for BG.
Oh man.
Oh,
Wow.
that was
GG's
so
to
close.
Dark.
Everyone claps on all around.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't think I've
Dang,
I've
dude.
had a more heart just palpitating last few moments
Whew.
in a comms race that I've had. Whew.
Wow. I'm That's nuts.
That is not. It literally came down to execution at the very end. Final Xemnas execution, and just didn't quite hit that reflect to end of that session at the end, and it cost VG everything.
Yeah. Such a good matchup. GG's to both our racers, but Darknesm1st continuing on in the losers bracket. We're gonna have to say goodbye to VGmaster.
That is not a sound I thought I'd hear.
Yeah,
one of the first people out.
It's incredible. It's incredible. But yeah, both incredible runners. Was a heck of a race. GG's to both of our runners. That will be it for our day of broadcast today. So tomorrow we have 2 races. We have losers round 2, AA Dewey versus Met at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And then we have losers round 1, BD Bonk versus Jared Weekstrike at 8 p.m. So 2 races back to back. So we will see you tomorrow for then. Until then, I've been Crazy Comics.
I've been Quad Maniac. Thank you all for joining us.
Have a good evening.